Hello, and welcome to the Level Up Show podcast. I am your host, Ralph. Hello. Joining me today, I accidentally just opened the YouTube footage of this on my phone. That was weird. Joining me today is a guy who has no idea what to do with his hands during sex. It's Derek.
Hello,
Derek.
Hello. I'm mostly a legs man, a third leg man, if you will. Not a whole lot with my arms.
So you tag in with your arms. And
That's
your
true. Yeah, right. I do. I'm a big fan of the two hands tag in though. I don't like just a single hand tag.
Okay. Yeah, make sure the referee sees it.
Yeah, right. You don't want to just listen. If you can't see the tag, it's not legal, right?
I don't know about that. I've seen plenty of times where somebody's got tagged in and pinned the person to win when the ref had no idea that happened. So,
well, I'm a fan of the double tag. I like the big double tag.
Like you're doing the diamond cutter, that type of tag, or
right? Yeah, I want somebody to do like that, and then bang is what I'd like them to do.
That's how it ends.
Yeah, right. That's how it ends. Ends with a bang.
When you just tag the ref's face, he'll see it then.
It's true. These are dated intros, by the way, so forgive me for this. Also joining me is a guy who will probably finish Assassin's Creed Unity before Ubisoft does. Is Ryan.
I do remember that intro.
You should, because it's back for more.
I don't know if they're still patching Unity. They might be.
Yeah, they're patching Origins into Unity, I'm afraid.
Oh man, there'll be a lot of people in the crowd then.
That's
what Unity is all about. A lot of people in the crowds.
How many people per teraflop is what I ask.
Well, probably not that many.
I need numbers. This is what's going to get me to buy the newest systems of tomorrow.
The newest. Like the Switch?
Yes, I can get one person per teraflop. That's all I need.
I don't know if they're going to make Assassin's Creed games for the Switch. I would guess they won't.
Yeah,
unless they do like a one unique to the Switch or something.
It has like Rabbids in it also.
And then they could port all those 360 and PS3 Assassin's Creed games to the Switch.
That's put all of them onto one cartridge.
They have a lot of them.
Well, how's everybody doing? What's been going on?
So far, so good for me. I know it's been a busy fucking 2 days for me, and 7 days before that, as I worked 7 days straight, and then had 2 super busy days off. Went and saw Despicable Me 3 with the kids yesterday at the drive-in. Went to the pool. Saw Transformers also, but I did that at the drive-in, not at the pool. It was a good time. And then I haven't played dick for video games, though, because I've worked so fucking much, and it's all been at night, which sucks. I saw Spider-Man. Talked a little bit of that off air. Go see that if you haven't already. It's a good movie. Prepping for vacation, man. 7 more days of work. That's about all I got.
Nice.
What about you guys?
I got like 5 more days of work, and then I'm on vacation.
Nice.
Yeah, not much either. And I'm on vacation.
You got work Monday? Is that it?
Monday and Tuesday, and then I've never flown before, so I don't know how that's going to go.
Oh, flying's easy, man.
I never have either.
I have to figure out what to do. I have to figure out how to pack shit, what I can bring up with me. I thought about bringing a PlayStation to the hotel.
PlayStation 2.
More as shit in my hotel.
They're the smallest PlayStations to bring, so that's a good call.
I could mail you a PlayStation TV real quick.
Those are all. No, I lied. That is the smallest PlayStation.
It's barely a system, though.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're going to Evo, correct?
Yep. I'm gonna watch a bunch of people fight. I'm gonna watch Floyd Mayweather versus McGregor.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what
I could have done. Is that in August or something?
They're gonna settle it in Smash. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. I'd watch them do that. McGregor would stand a chance then.
Yeah. So I thought I heard you. Will you actually be able to play some games at Evo like to try out? I thought I read that somewhere.
I don't know. I have no idea what spectators do at Evo. I don't know what the ratio of spectators versus people that are in the tournament are. I would think there's a lot of people actually in the tournament, but I'm sure there's tons of spectators that go there too, and I have no idea what that event's going to be like.
Because I thought I read you might be able to play that new Dragon Ball
Warriors
game.
or whatever it is. I don't know what it's called.
Fighter.
I think it's called like Fighters Z, Dragon Ball Fighters Z or something.
Fighters with a Z.
No.
Fighters featuring Jay-Z.
I think it's like Fighters Space Z.
Oh, that's weird.
It's X to the Z, right?
Yep, exhibit. Yep.
X going to give it to you. Yep.
Drinking while I'm taking a piss. Yep, exhibit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I read that somewhere. You might be able to play that. And there's some other fighting game coming out this year. Nothing. Maybe Pokken. Nah, it wasn't Pokken Tournament.
That's already out. Yeah. Well, actually, that is coming out on Switch. That's not out yet.
No, I wasn't. I don't think that was it though. Nah, whatever. I could have swore I read that about Dragon Ball, so you might be able to try that out. I guess if you really want to, or watch someone try it out.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've never played a Guilty Gear fighting game, so I wouldn't know what to do at all.
I don't think I have either. But, well, that would have been a good way to get into what have you been playing. But do we want to go over some games in July or just say fuck it?
No, we can do that. Do you want to do that? Do you want to do that to start with? Because I don't have dick for news. Like, not a fucking thing.
Let's do it.
All right, let's pull up my calendar here.
Because I can only think of like one game
that you're excited for.
It's coming out in July. That then I'm thinking about buying.
Okay.
Maybe two.
All right, yeah, let's do it. I'm not going to talk about a lot of these because I don't fucking know what they are, but let's go through the list. Kirby's Blowout Blast, that came out on 3DS yesterday, right, Ralph?
Sounds
correct.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
What is this game?
I still don't know what it is because I forgot to look it up. But
I also forgot to look it up.
The reviews weren't great. So we'll get to that later.
We'll get to that. Okay, sure, perfect. After that, Fable Fortune, which is that card game coming out on Xbox One and Windows, that comes out today. Came out today, rather.
Was it free? Do you know?
I think it's a card game anyway. I'm not really sure.
Yeah,
I'm not really sure what it is. I'm just guessing.
I think it is.
Oh, yeah. Free-to-play collectible card game. Okay, my memory serves me correctly. I don't really give a shit about that at all. Ryan, are you gonna get that?
No, I don't like any. Oh, I have no interest in any card game. So
fair enough.
Besides Solitaire.
Which is the best Dark Souls roguelike game I've ever played in my entire life. Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age, comes out on the 11th. I've never played 12. I am moderately looking forward to that game, but Square Enix games drop in price so quick, I'll probably wait for a price drop before I pick it up.
Yeah.
Well, it's taking forever for that Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 to drop down to $20.
You want that Steelbook, though, right? So you got to pre-order it.
No, I don't give a fuck about, again, I've not seen the game or played the game, so I don't need a super cool case for it either.
I watched some footage of that the other day. I don't even think I'd ever seen 12 be played
I've
before.
Seen it be played. Good. It does look good. I've seen it played. My cousins, of course, are big Final Fantasy people, so they love all of them. They liked 12 a lot. It was just hard for me. Like, once 10 came out, that to me was the epitome of a really great PS2 game. And so I was like, I don't really want to taint my love of 10 to play 12. I'll just skip 12. Didn't do it. I
have not played 12, but I would imagine 12 is a way better game than 10.
And you might be right, but you have to try to tell that to 16-year-old Derek, because that wasn't what he thought. He was like, nope, no, I just don't want to do it. I guess I'd be.
Did you play no PlayStation 2 games after that?
18-year-old Derek. I could probably go back. I don't know, to be honest with you, but maybe it's possible. I just shut down. Like, I didn't play one of the other games that everyone.
Just imagine like playing Super Mario World and be like, I'm done with video games.
Should.
Fuck this. They make something better than this. I don't want to hear about it.
I would. Yeah, I should. You're probably right, to be honest with you. I should. Yep, that's probably what happened. I mean, what was one of the other big games that I remember not playing, even though everyone said it was really good, was Okami.
Well, you played God of War 2, and that came out after Final Fantasy.
Okay, you're right. Yep. So then we're good. As long as I played all the God of War games, it's really all that mattered. I could probably figure out with the last PlayStation 2 game I played, but I'm not going to do that this second. But that's probably pretty close. All right, after that, coming out on the 11th, Yonder, which I'm not sure what that is. The Cloud Catcher Chronicles. Comes out on Windows and PlayStation 4 the 18th. Lone Echo for Windows on the 20th. And then the next purchase on the Nintendo Switch for anybody that owns a Nintendo Switch, Splatoon.
That should have been what it was
Splatoon 2.
called.
Yeah, it should have been. Sucks that it's not. Do you have it pre-ordered, Ralph?
Not yet. I watched the Nintendo Direct yesterday that was focused solely on it.
Yeah.
That was like 25 minutes long, and it just looked like Splatoon 1 for 25 minutes.
Well, I mean, is that a bad thing, though, really?
I mean, I'm probably still going to buy it, so whatever.
Yeah, right. As long as it plays well.
Did they only show multiplayer in that, or did they show the new single-player stuff?
They showed a little single-player. Like, it doesn't look a whole lot different than the first Splatoon single-player, which, I mean, I guess is probably fine. But I don't know. I don't feel like I got deep enough into like the multiplayer of Splatoon 1 to know if Splatoon 2's multiplayer looks cooler or not, because it looks like there's a lot more gear and stuff, which you may be able to get from the single player mode. I don't really know. I guess we'll find out. So
I just still don't have a Switch, so I can't quite care. But I will. When I get a Switch, because that'll be a game I'll have to get for the wife, the coconut wife. After that, on the 25th, Aven Colony. Anybody know what Aven Colony is?
It's some kind of strategy game, I believe. But that's all.
Looks to be published by itch.io or itch.io for people that want to call it that. It's a city building strategy game. Apparently there's campaign and sandbox mode with missions and things like that. But it's been in development for a couple of years now. It's coming out the 25th. Along with Pyre. Pyre is one of the other big games that's coming out this month by Supergiant Games. Of course, the people that did Bastion, Transistor, games that I've played a little bit of but not really fallen in love with. A lot of people have. Pyre, on anybody's radar? Does it sound like a game anybody wants to get?
Really weird that it's coming out on PC and PlayStation 4 only.
Yeah.
Why? I don't get that.
No idea.
Yeah, I need to see some gameplay of that because I don't really understand what it is.
I'm not really sure what it is.
Video game. I don't know.
People talk highly about it. I just have no idea, no way to gauge it. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't either, but I guess we'll find out soon.
Yeah, I think we will. After that, we got Hey Pikmin, which I could still not find the goddamn demo for, by the way, Ralph. I don't know.
Maybe there isn't one.
I mean, online said there was, but I fucking couldn't find it to save my life.
I
have no idea. So that is what it is.
I'm slightly interested in that, but
I wanted to check it out because we talked about it last week, but I couldn't find the fucking demo at all. So I could just be an idiot. Miitopia also coming out on that's the 28th of July, and then Dragon Quest IX on PlayStation 4 and 3DS. Coming out in Japan. Japan.
You're thinking of 11.
Sorry, 11. Fuck.
Yeah.
My dyslexia kicked in. My apologies.
I can't 11 and 9 mixed up all the time.
Yeah, I don't think it has a North American release date yet.
Yeah, no, that's for Japan. Coming out in Japan. But that's only for those. Nothing on the Switch quite yet. But I would only imagine that will be something announced soon, I would think. But that's...
The DS version of Dragon Quest 11 is going to be pretty weird. It's like the bottom screen's all like...
is that the weird-looking cool one? Yeah. That's the one that we're all like losing up 3D and 2D or I don't know. That was I remember us talking about that. When did they even talk about that? A few months back, wasn't it?
2014.
It might have been 2014. That's pretty close. 2015,
remember.
Perhaps. Maybe, I don't know. But it was a while ago. But yeah, that's it for July. Kind of light on games in July. Not anything overkill. August looks to be a little bit fuller, but even that realistically, I'm going to jump ahead. There's only one real big game that comes out that month, and that's Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, baby.
Not Madden.
Yeah, you get through Madden.
I will get Madden, but that's just
not Sonic Mania.
I want to play it. Oh, Sonic Mania too. See, fuck. Never mind. August is going to be great. I forgot about Sonic Mania. And it comes out on my birthday. Even better.
Oh, no. You got to get that Genesis thing for your birthday then.
Oh, I do. Yeah, we talked about that. Fuck. I should pre-order that.
All right. Lawbreakers, Cliffy B's, Dark Souls, and first-person shooters.
Oh, no.
Just the best. But that's your games for July. Anything that's like tripping your trigger other than that for July that I didn't talk about?
No, just Final Fantasy for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dragon Quest 11 was actually coming out here in July. That would have been awesome. But
yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Splatoon for you there, Ralph?
Yeah, and I'm still debating whether to pick up the new 2DS XL in July or actually wait till like closer to September in case there's a sale on it.
How are you going to play any 3DS games on that? The box says 3DS. It doesn't say 2DS.
Yeah, that is. I don't know how they think that's like totally fine. It seems like a marketing error, but I don't know, whatever.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Because I mean, I really
does that confuse anybody like in stores.
It would have to, I would think.
I mean, that's why the people between the Wii and the Wii U were confused, right?
Because there are no game boxes that say 2DS on them. They all say 3DS on them.
Even
there's that new one that says only playable in 2D.
Yeah, Mario
but it still says 3DS on the side.
Yeah, it says that really small on the bottom. Like, there's probably another game that says that, but I don't know because I really want to play Metroid when it comes out in September, but I think like anything else I can wait on.
Right.
So I don't know whether to get it this month or not, but we'll see. They probably won't ever go on sale anyway till Christmas.
What color are you gonna get?
I think the only one coming out this month in America is the blue and black one, whatever it is. But if that gold or orange and whatever one was coming out, I'd probably be all in on that. I think it's Japan only, though, currently. But no.
Are region locked? You could order a Japanese one.
I think
they're not region locked.
I think they are for some reason. I don't know. Maybe not.
And never tried to order a console from a different country. I've always got the North American version. No toaster-looking GameCube for me.
Yeah, I mean, I've played a Japanese PS4, the Dragon Quest version, with the silver slime on it.
Oh, yeah. That looks pretty cool.
Grim Cracker has that also, and you have to hit circle to accept things on the menu instead of X.
No X to pay respects?
Nope, you'd have to hit circle.
Damn it.
So that's all the games of July.
That's everything for July. July's a light month, so now's the time to maybe clean up your backlog if you've been playing anything in your backlog. Hint, hint, know what you've been playing. Or you could be like me and not play anything new.
So you haven't been playing anything new, Derek?
That would be correct. What a segue, man! I'll tell you what, best host there is in podcasting. I have played 2 games this week. One of which was played today for about an hour, and I realized I'm probably going to be really bad at this game, and it might take me a long time to play. And that is Zelda, Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, featuring John Cena as my main character. That's
damn it! I had something for this.
Did you? Hold on. Let me do it again. You ready?
Nope.
Perfect.
I don't know it.
That's okay. We always blow. So. The game is just, I'm bad at games that don't give me like a slight amount of direction because I'm so used to it. And so I'm in this whatever the fuck village or the forest, and I'm like, oh, go talk to this tree. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then I'm like, where do I go? Where's the tree? And I can't figure it out. And finally this dude's like, oh, can't get past me. Nope, can't do it. And I apparently missed the shop to where like you buy a shield, and then I bought a shield, and then he's like, "Oh, you're fine, you can go." Fucking dumb, dude. So I made it to the tree and came in his mouth, and now I'm. Just... Yep, that's what he told me. Me and the fairy hanging out in this dude's mouth, working my way.
Is that what Garfield was talking about?
Yeah. Oh, we had a case. I got a case of the Mondays. It's just not. I'm not good at it.
That is not very far in the game.
I know, but I'm not good at even that. I'm not good at it. So I'm gonna keep pushing because it's what I'm good at is pushing and persevering. I mean, shit, I beat fucking Bulletstorm is what I'm looking at what you played. Sorry. Damn it.
Bulletstorm is good.
I finished. God, now I can't even think. Bloodborne. I finished Bloodborne. So if I can finish Bloodborne, I can finish goddamn Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. So we'll see. We'll see how it shakes out.
I would say the controls in Bloodborne are better than they are in Ocarina.
Yeah, you would be correct. Oh man, that lock-on button really sucks. But that's whatever.
And it's the 3DS version has better controls than the 64 one.
I'm glad I'm playing this one because I bet the 64 one would make me not want to play it at all.
But if you would have played it, when did it come out? 98.
Yeah, I probably would have loved it like everyone else.
I don't know. I never tried it in 98. I've only watched video of people.
I watched people play it, and I was like, "This is not for me." But yeah, so that's been an adventure. And then I don't know what crawled up my ass, but I decided to sit and wait for an hour while Overwatch updated last week. I want to say Monday, and boy, oh boy, was that a long time. Took forever. But I've been playing a lot of Overwatch this week, and lo and behold, it was the week that they released a new character who I've yet to play as, but I just thought that was kind of ironic that the week I start playing it is when they release a new character. But Overwatch is still really fun. I still really enjoy playing Overwatch and being a healer or being McCree and shooting people and saying that it's high noon. I can see why that game has a lot of legs because it's just quick and it's easy and it's fun, and if you're good at it, good. If you're bad at it, fine. Like you don't have to be great to win. It's just really even on competitive mode. Like I'm fucking terrible at shooting and killing people. I'm great as a healer in my opinion, but even what I think is great is probably garbage. But we win sometimes, and I don't know. It's fun. Still got a really great box opening animation. I don't know, man. Overwatch.
You know all about opening that box.
Without my hands, I do. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Overwatch has been the only other thing on my plate this week. I need to get to. I meant to go to a GameStop tonight and go pick up a PlayStation card so I could buy those PlayStation games before they go off sale. I did not make it to the GameStop, so I'm gonna try to go tomorrow. There's also a buy one get one sale at my local Family Video, so I'm gonna swing by that and see what they have. I'm sure they have nothing, but I'm gonna go in and look.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, I might find some gems. But
how's Family Video still in business? How are they doing it?
At small towns, man, when you have nothing else.
Got no red boxes.
Well, there's red boxes, but people ain't trying to use. People are weird about red boxes. I ain't getting red box. You know,
Yeah.
That's what people say.
I saw a knockoff red box in a Fairway once.
Was it a blue box?
No, it was red, but it looked way different. I don't know what was going on with it.
They used to have a Blockbuster box with some
That was blue.
some Quick Trip in Des Moines.
Yeah.
I saw those for a little while.
For whatever reason, the red box at Walmart here is blue because Walmart's colors, I guess, are blue, and they just made red box have a blue box. I don't know.
Oh, Hy-Vee's red. I get it.
Mine's black and blue box.
Gotta beat that up.
From beating it up, yep.
Well, I'll go ahead and talk about what I've been beating up.
Please.
That ass.
Yes, absolutely.
I will lightly touch on Way of the Warrior on 3DO because I played that because I have a 3DO because I'm an idiot.
Not an idiot.
That game has a soundtrack by White Zombie.
Yes.
And all the music skips on my version of the game.
Oh, even better.
So I just go in and shut the music off, which you can do, and just have sound effects.
Which White Zombie songs? Like, are they new? Are they new for the game, or are they just licensed?
They were just like Thunder Kiss and Black Sunshine and I don't know. That's a great White Zombie song. I don't know. I couldn't hear most of them, so I don't think I had the soundtrack in the manual or the details.
Are you going to buy D for the 3DO?
I would, but we have it for Saturn, and it's a more expensive one.
You should probably buy the Daedalus Encounters though for 3DO. That was a game that I had.
Did you?
I really did, yeah. With the 3DO that we had, we had that game.
The fuck? It's like 4 discs, I think.
Yeah, that was real bad with Tia Carrera.
Tia Carrera.
Yep.
I've seen it on eBay, but
I would tell you should probably buy it. Like that was one of the games I remember having for sure on the 3DO.
It looks too expensive.
Is it too expensive? I've not even looked. Is it expensive?
I haven't looked too hard. I mean,
wasn't the 3DO like ridiculously expensive?
I don't know how we had one. Don't ask me how we had one.
It was like $700 when it came out, but I think it got a price cut pretty quick. I don't know how I want to. I have this problem with 3DO games because I'm like, do I want to buy them in the long box and have the complete versions? Box. But they're a lot more expensive that way. I could just buy them in the jewel case that has like a little manual in it.
Right.
It'd be a hell of a lot cheaper. But I'm like, but then I'd be like, well, I don't have the box, so it's not complete.
You'd wind up like Ryan, where you buy fucking Alien Colonial Marines 5 times.
Oh, I was just because the box was damaged.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you would do. Exactly what happened.
I would have bought a new one to replace that Walmart bullshit. I know that.
That Walmart edition thing. I'm not sure what all that came with. I never used that code.
$50 for Daedalus.
Is that in the long box?
Oh, that's in the long box.
I need to put that on my list here.
Free shipping.
I don't know.
I'm just telling you, man.
I saw gameplay of that, and it looked like a mess.
Oh, it's terrible, but you got to get it.
It's $50 though if it's that good. I paid $30 for Way of the Warrior,
which is already kind of like a jump.
Yeah, I mean that was like slightly below average money for it.
Right.
But that game's hilarious to look at, but it's
sure it is.
fucking rough to play.
Oh man. I think we had Mad Dog McCree also. That was for sure one of those games that we had.
I've got the second one.
I think we had the first. I feel like we had the first and the second one.
Probably. Those games are so hard.
Those games are so terrible.
I mean, they're hilarious.
They're so bad.
Like most 3DO games, they're hilarious and terrible.
Yeah, right. That's the whole point.
And I also played another 3DO game, but I played the Sega Saturn version, Space Hulk, Vengeance of the Blood Angels.
Oh, yes.
Much cheaper on Sega Saturn. I played that. That game is harder than a blind man in a Braille porn event.
In the woods?
Yep. Night in the Woods. But it's kind of awesome. It's just like a first-person shooter, and as soon as you see some weird-looking enemy, you gotta shoot your gun like crazy because you may not kill it otherwise, and once it gets next to you, you're dead.
Amazing.
Kind of in a weird way reminds me of like an Aliens game that doesn't exist.
No, it does.
Alien Trilogy.
Aliens, Colonial Marines. You gotta kill those things before they get near you.
I mean, yeah, I don't know, but apparently Space Hulk's on PlayStation 1 also, and it's for like $10 on there. So I don't know. I think it's probably worth checking out if anyone gives a shit about something like that. But whatever.
Are you gonna try to get any other 3DO games that you've been looking at? Anything that you?
Man, there's so many that I'd love to have, but they're too expensive.
Right.
I don't know. I'll probably pick up something else at some point. But yeah, it's not something you can buy all the time. Because I could buy, like a PS4 game for like $60, which I probably wouldn't, but for like $50 and be like, this was $50, but at least if I hate this, I can trade it in or whatever. But like with a 3DO game, it's like, man, if I hate this, I don't want to get rid of it because it's so old.
Right.
And it might go up in value, and I'd have to sell on eBay or something, which is another disaster. Whatever. But
since Metal Jesus probably already has it.
He never talks about 3DO. He should. He probably doesn't know what it is.
Did you see that video of him getting those 600 games for $75?
The big box PC?
Yeah.
No, I saw it was up, but I didn't watch it. I watched the new Jay-Z video instead, which I probably shouldn't have.
How was that? I listened to snippets of those songs and was not impressed by any of the snippets I heard.
I don't like Jay-Z, so I don't know why I watched it.
All right, well, that'll answer my question. Thank you.
I mean, it was like a cartoon, which was all right, I guess. But
Yeah.
there's just the N word a lot in it. So
Negative.
negative, a lot of that. So into the modern realm, I finished Bulletstorm, which Ryan finished last time. I don't know if I talked about that yet, but I finished it as Duke Nukem.
Yeah.
Which totally different experience.
Oh, totally. I'm sure it was.
No, I don't know. Like,
did you crap down anybody's throat? Or?
I told a bunch of people to eat shit at some point, and then my dick got scared my dick off, and somebody was a douche canoe. Yeah, that game is well worth like $20 or less, I think. I don't know.
I should probably pick it up at some point.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if there's a whole lot of replay value to it. I guess theoretically you could play it through as Grayson and then play it through again as Duke Nukem, but I don't know.
I had no desire to do that. Like, I was only going to play it once, and not just Grayson.
I mean, especially if you're not listening to like the dialogue or the story, like then there's no reason.
Yeah, I wasn't listening to the story.
I mean, I think the best part of that game is the dialogue. I mean, I think the story itself is, pointless, but the dialogue is pretty good.
Yeah, for some reason they wanted to destroy that whole planet. I can't remember why. What was it called, like a DNA bomb or something?
Oh yeah, it kills every living thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, I don't know. I like that game though. Yeah. Play a little bit of the Parappa the Rapper remaster thing today because Grim Cracker has it on disc that he bought from Play Asia. It's Parappa the Rapper. I don't know. It just feels like the timing is off. So
that's how I felt with this demo.
Like the first few stages are easy, but then it's like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, Giant Bomb turned the sound off to see if that would help it because I thought maybe the sound was messing them up, and they still couldn't do it.
I remember playing that demo, and I felt the same way about that demo. I felt something was off.
Like, I don't know, because, like, to whoever you're rapping with, like, they'll go first, and it'll, like, have their head not bouncing, but moving over the words or whatever.
Bobbing, yeah.
So I was trying to, like, see how they were doing it. It looked like their head was past the button a little bit every time, so you wanted to be late. Like, this doesn't fucking make any sense. So I was trying to be late and was actually doing okay for a while, and then it stopped working. So I don't understand the timing, but I don't know. That game's got a great soundtrack, so you can just go listen to that. And
it's probably the better option, to be honest with you.
I mean, if it was dirt cheap, I mean, of course, it's worth playing through the first stage for like $5.
Are they going to put the sequel out?
I don't know. I don't think it did too hot, but you never know because they put Crash Bandicoot out.
Oh yeah, I have all three of those on my PlayStation 3 down here. I looked tonight.
Nice, the Insane Trilogy. I got that. I finished
Starring
the first.
Zane. Sorry.
Yeah, I finished the first Crash Bandicoot the other night. And,
did you get all the collectibles?
Nope.
Did you drink your Estes flasks?
There's a lot of that. I don't know.
Sleep by the fire.
Sleep now in the fire. Yes, I did.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That game is tough.
Is it tough?
What does Crash look like when he goes hollow? Let's see, how's he look?
He looks very Dark Souls-esque.
Instead of souls, what does he drop?
Wumpa fruit.
Yeah.
Where's that tiki mask, dude?
Aku,
yeah. Where's he at?
He's right here. I have him.
Oh, great. Yes, that's the guy.
This little bastard. Yeah, that game, holy shit. I don't know if I've gotten so many game overs in a game before. And, like, I don't know if this game was actually that hard before. It probably was.
I remember it being pretty hard when I was a kid.
I played the first one in a demo a lot, but never the whole game. So, I mean, it's definitely beatable, but, man, some of them stages are fucking bitch.
How long to beat?
I think like 6 hours. I don't know.
That's not bad.
So I started the second one.
Is that Cortex Strikes Back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I had never played that one before at all, and I think it was
that might be the one I played the most.
I'm about a quarter of the way through it. I beat Warped, the third one, not long ago because I bought it at Goodwill on PlayStation 1. So I know I can. On the Goodwill version?
Yeah, it had to be really cheap at Goodwill, right?
$3, and it also had the disc for Crash Team Racing inside.
Oh, CTR, baby.
Which is probably going to be remastered also, it sounds like.
Really?
I don't know if that's completely true, but that seems to be the rumor.
So many Crash games after those first 3 that I didn't realize how many Crash games they made, and I can't imagine them re-releasing any of those. If they do, that's going to be a mistake.
Yeah, they're not going to touch them besides Crash Team Racing. Because, I don't know. Naughty Dog had nothing to do with any of them after. Well, I don't know when Crash Team Racing came out. It probably came out before Warped.
Did you see that? Some of the Sony people got jewel cases for this version.
Yeah, that's kind of awesome looking.
Yeah.
Seems like that would have been a no-brainer for a special edition, but it's not. But yeah, I like that game a lot. I don't know if it's worth $40.
$40? I was gonna say $40, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't regret paying $40 for it.
I want to play it, man, but I don't want to pay. I don't want to pay any more than $5 a game for it. To be honest with you.
Yeah, it'll probably get to that level at some point. Because
when I was in high school, I had all 3 of those Crash games. I gave all of them away to my friend's sister because I was never going to play them again, and I didn't like Crash Bandicoot.
Because you're going to get some?
No, not at all. She liked it. I didn't, so I gave it to her.
Unbelievable.
I didn't realize this game was going to go up in price on PlayStation because those games there were so many copies of those, and that was Sony's thing for a while.
Yeah, people on eBay act like the first one is rare as fuck. I don't know. Apparently people are buying it for outrageous prices, but I don't know why.
I'll probably get the collections to try it again, but I don't know if I'll like it or not. Because I remember playing at the time and playing through mostly the first one, and I lost interest so quick in that. I know there was nothing that made me want to try to finish that game. So
I mean, I don't know. I kind of like something linear and I guess it kind of reminds you, since it's challenging like that, it kind of reminds me of a NES game in a way.
Wait, hold on. You mean Dark Souls?
Or an NES Dark Souls.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just because it's just super linear and you're trying to do a lot of platforming shit and it's tough to do it. I don't know.
You're jumping on bad guys 3 times to kill them. I get you.
Yeah, I remember liking I like the commercials a lot, though. They had really good commercials.
You Are Not Ready. Yeah, those were good.
I can't believe there's been 7 different developers for Crash games.
Yeah, it's
that's a lot.
Insane.
Naughty Dog started at Eurocom after that. Traveler's Tales. Vicarious Visions apparently did a little bit with them back in 2002, 2004. They're the people that did the Insane Trilogy.
Yeah, we were talking about that last week or the week before, how they did those Game Boy Advance games.
Dimps, Radical Entertainment, and then Polar Bit.
Radical did one?
That's apparently Radical Entertainment. 2005, 2008. Let's see here.
You know what that game must be like then, right?
Nope.
Prototype.
Is that the Prototype?
Yeah.
They did Crash of the Titans and Mind Over Mutant. They did Radical Entertainment.
I guess
they also did Tag Team Racing.
If that's the same Radical, which I assume it is, I don't know. Maybe it ain't.
I'll tell you. Hang on.
Dimps is supposed to be a pretty decent developer, but hell, I don't know. I'm not gonna find out.
Prototype, yep. Prototype and
the whole game.
Well, yeah. It actually says Infamous, and then somebody drew a line through it, and it says. Just
It says crash mind over unit.
Crash, yeah, right.
The
I
load
remember
times.
reading them. Like, I don't remember hearing about any of those other like PlayStation 2, Xbox Crash Bandicoot games. And I was reading game magazines at the time, and I would read like the entire magazine, just for whatever reason. I don't remember anything about those Crash games.
I mean, the main series was only, was it 6 games or 7 games? 1, 2, 3, Wrath of Cortex, Twin Sanity, Crash the Titans,
games.
and Mind Over Mutant. 2008 was the last mainline Crash game. And then there's the racing, and then there's party games, and then there's spin-offs. Oh, and mobile games.
Oh, no. And he's in you can use him in Skylanders Imaginators if you buy that. I don't understand what that is, but
isn't that who used in that Vicarious Visions? And that what I just read? They did those.
They did the Game Boy Advance ones.
They may have done Imaginators also. I don't know who does them now. The load times in this game are bad.
Are they?
Yeah, Digital Foundry was talking about that.
Oh boy.
At least
there was like on PlayStation there was no load times, and they were pretty ridiculous.
At least like to start the game, like you gotta like go through all like the Activision presents a Vicarious Visions game, whatever. You gotta go through all that every time.
Fuck that.
Start the game up. But like once you're actually in the game, the load times aren't as bad.
Sure.
But yeah, I don't know. It's gotta be over a minute, I would think, to get in.
No,
I could be wrong about that. But I think that's all I played.
Okay.
Aliens Colonial Marines, huh, Ryan?
Yeah, the Dark Souls of Aliens. No. Yeah, I put that in just to see what that was like. Since I had my copy that didn't have the box that was all jacked up. It starts off okay. But man, like I know there's a lot of 360 games and stuff like that had screen tearing, but like you're just sitting there doing nothing, and you look to the left and the right, and you can see the screen just tearing all over the place. So I don't know what's going on with that, but and it was fine for a while. Like those aliens go down pretty easily, but then I got to some point where I was supposed to protect some guy working on a door. The dude was taking forever, and I thought I could just stand and kind of in one spot and just shoot the aliens as they come to me. But when they crowd you, they kill you so fast that finally what I did was it's in like this giant open like hangar type area, and I just ran around that until the guy was done, and then ran through the door. So
how many updates do you have to perform on this game?
Just one. Like if there's updates for on 360 and like there's multiple updates, by the time you go to start the game, it'll just combine them all into one, and you'll just get them all together. So I only had to do one update, but and I don't know if it's the same on PS3 or not, but like the updates seem like they're really small on 360. So I don't know if they force them to be really small, but yeah, the game is I don't really know what the story is. Can't remember if there's any, like I know like they're in spaceships and stuff like that, but like I don't know if there's ever any, like, so they call this thing the umbilical, and it's like something to connect. I don't know if it's connecting 2 spaceships or if it's connecting 2 different parts of spaceships. It's this big tube that's out in space. It's got glass all around it. It seems like a really dumb thing to put in a spaceship. Like, why would you want something that has a bunch of glass that stretches across? Like, that seems really stupid. But yeah, some bad stuff happened in the umbilical. But I don't know if I'm going to go back to that game at all. What's nice about it, though, is like so you get like experience points, and even if you die, you keep those experience points. So,
wait a minute.
What?
So this is a roguelike, is what you're telling me.
Yep.
No, it doesn't make you start all over.
Oh.
It's not like Dead Rising where you could keep that as experience points and start the game over.
Wow.
It's like you start from some, like the checkpoints aren't good, but you start from some checkpoint, you need to keep whatever. And I really hate how they did the health. Like, you take so much damage. I'm just playing on normal too, and you take so much damage. I don't know. And like all the health pickups too look like ass. It's really hard to tell. Like, yeah, it's hard to tell if this game looks like ass or
if it is ass.
No, it's like because I was playing Homefront and like 360 and
terrible idea. 360
and this is a while ago. 360 and PS3 games. I don't know if it's because I played so many PS4, Xbox One games that like when I go back to 360 PS3 games, they just look like shit. Because it happened with GTA 5. It happened with Far Cry 3. I went back to go play those, and like they just don't look that good anymore. I can't tell if it's because they're like lower resolution 720 and they're not meant for a 1080p screen. So I don't know. So it makes it kind of rough to go back and play those games. And not even like in the same ways. Like it's almost worse than going back to a PlayStation 2 game. Like those still kind of look okay. But going back to some of those like 360 PS3 games, like some of those just look like ass. But I don't know. I thought the consensus at the time was that the game didn't look good anyway. So that's why I can't tell.
I think you're right.
You're watching that Infamous, like that Infamous didn't hold up, like its graphics. But,
yeah, probably doesn't. But how did
those games are going to get remastered, aren't they?
Which ones?
Infamous.
Maybe.
I could see that getting a pretty easy update.
It's possible.
That first Infamous game, like, I really don't want to play Infamous 2 again. Infamous 1, maybe, but Infamous 2, I have no desire to play that game again.
You didn't like his voice? Didn't like his voice too, Darth Vader?
I didn't like the game. So
now, hold on. Let's backtrack here real quick. You don't want to play Infamous 2 because it's too much like Prototype 2, right? Why you don't want to play it?
I've never played Prototype 2.
Oh,
is it too much like
2
BioShock 2?
Prototype 2.
Yeah, is it like BioShock 2 at all?
I still think if Infamous came out like 6 months or a year before Prototype, this conversation that we're having would never have happened.
I think it would happen more often, to be honest. They'd be like,
"Oh, it wouldn't."
Well, we're not having this conversation. That's what we're doing
because those games are nothing alike.
Oh man! Anyway,
so you platinumed BioShock? It looked like.
Yes, I did for the third time.
Why did you do that?
Because it's easy.
Third time?
Yeah, well, there's no platinum for the 360, but I did. I got all the achievements on 360.
Okay.
I think I've probably played BioShock like 5 or 6 times now. Like, I pretty much remember.
The twist still get you? Does it still get you?
No, the twist just seems kind of dumb now, but yeah, it seems real dumb. Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm sure there's some reason behind it. Like, I don't know if it's because Andrew Ryan, so Andrew Ryan triggers Rapture to be destroyed, and then he talks to you, and he pretty much tells you to kill him, and just stands there and lets you kill him. But he has the key on him that stops Rapture from being destroyed. So you just take the key from him and you put it in there, and Rapture's no longer going to be destroyed. So I don't know what Andrew Ryan, why he didn't fight back, if he thought you killing him was inevitable, or if he thought Rapture was going to get blown up anyway. He doesn't care if he dies. I don't understand that whole part. Let's talk to Ken Levine. I'm sure he knows. But yeah, you get to listen to him yell "obey" before you break a golf club in his head.
Man, that Comstock. Wrong game.
But Yeah, no, Bioshock's still fun though. If they didn't allow you to save anywhere, doing Survivor with no Vita chambers would probably be really difficult because there really is no they have autosaves, but it's only when you go from level to level. So like when you basically load up a new section of the game, it autosaves. But in between doing that, there is no checkpoints. It's either you save the game or you have Vita chambers on.
Now, can we talk about another game that Bioshock is like? Can we talk about a game that Bioshock is like?
Yeah, we can because there's a lot of them.
Yeah, have you heard
Bioshock 2?
No.
See, there's a reason why Prey comes out years later as compared to Bioshock because those games are actually derivative of each other. Where if Infamous would have came out a year earlier,
what are we doing?
Prototype would have a year later, nobody would have said these two games.
What are you saying? You're saying that the debate between the debate between Bioshock and Dead Space being the same game is not okay? You can't have that debate.
Who's doing that? Has anybody said that?
I don't know. Just being an asshole.
I mean, if you want to do Bioshock and Dark Souls, we can do that.
Sorry, I meant I didn't mean Dead Space. I meant Dark Souls. Different D.
But no, it's nothing like Dark Souls.
Is SmackDown versus Raw 2006? Is that like Dark Souls?
2006. I don't know if I played that one.
Oh, maybe
2005.
Those are PS2 games. No, those are PS2 games. I think both. I think they had on both. Anyway, sorry, I'm pulling you off track. I'm sorry.
I played the first SmackDown on 360 and hated it, so I can't remember what that one was. I rented it and just returned it immediately. That was back when I had GameFly.
Yeah, 2006 was on PS2.
But yeah, Bioshock's still great. I don't think this edition of it is very good though. Like it runs at a higher frame rate, but they introduced a shitload of bugs. Like I don't remember there being that many bugs in the original Bioshock, and there is so many. Like I have enemies just standing still and not even acknowledging that I'm there. They just let me kill them without moving. I've had big daddies just like spaz out and look like they're having a seizure in front of me. And it's just, and then like that save thing is like unforgivable. I have no idea how they have not patched it. Like, the way I play games that let me autosave, especially when I'm playing on like a harder difficulty like this one, is I save a shitload. So like pretty much before any encounter, I save it. And normally I don't care how many saves I have, but I had to care in this one because like once I got to like 6 saves, it was like there's not enough space, even though I have 100 gigs left on my hard drive. You need to delete some saves. I was like, I don't want to delete any saves, but I couldn't continue without deleting some saves, so I had to go delete some crap just to save. It got to a point where I had to delete a save in order to save every single time.
Sounds like just the best thing ever.
Yeah, and that game came out in what was it like? Was that collection in September?
Yeah.
And they have not fixed this yet, so that makes me think they're never going to fix it. And I don't know if it's a problem on Xbox or PC at all. I thought I saw somebody post in the Steam forum that it was an issue on PC too.
What about Bioshock 2? Are you going to platinum it?
Yeah, because that's also easy to do. It's easier than the first one. It doesn't have a survivor difficulty; it just has a hard difficulty.
You don't have to do anything with multiplayer in that? No,
there's no multiplayer in the collection. So,
okay.
That's why I didn't get all the trophies in the on the 360 or the achievements on the 360 Bioshock 2 is because of the multiplayer junk. But that game looks a lot better than I remember. But it's like everything that happened in the first Bioshock, I pretty much remembered it, knew exactly what to do because I played that game so many times. I only played Bioshock 2 once. So everything I'm doing in that, it just feels like it's completely new because I remember almost nothing of that game. But it looks pretty good. And I don't know why people crapped on it so much. It seems
I couldn't get into it because of the dual wielding. Like that was the only reason it prevented me from really getting into it. And it was just didn't they introduce something in Bioshock 2 that wasn't like in 1 you You had a weapon in one hand, right?
Plasmids in one
and your
hand.
plasmid, right? But you could do double plasmids in Bioshock 2.
Maybe
Two-handed
at some point.
plasmids. I think that's a thing. And I was like, I just got confused. I don't know.
But you don't have to. Like, you don't have to do 200
No,
plasmids.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of why I stopped playing Bioshock 2, and I'm pretty sure that was what it was.
That game is like, it looks better than the first one. I don't know if it plays any better. You start off as a Big Daddy, and Big Daddies are really slow moving. But you get some plasmids that speed you up. But yeah, I don't really understand why people like. I think a lot of people thought that there should only be one Bioshock. There should be a sequel. But when I remember playing Bioshock 2 at the time, I feel like it was an okay game, and it did a decent job.
Yeah, I liked it. And like Irrational didn't develop that one too, right?
I think it was like Digital Extremes or something.
Yeah, so I think people probably knocked it some because they were probably just upset. I mean, I don't know if it was a completely necessary game from what I remember, but I mean, it was a good time.
Yeah, it probably wasn't. I feel like if it would have been, Irrational probably would have done it.
Yeah.
But then it was so goofy for them to like not want to do Bioshock 2 and say they would have been on something else to work on something new, and then years later come out with Bioshock Infinite. It's like,
yeah.
What? How is that not you doing Bioshock 2? So I don't get what that was all about. But I mostly like, I really want to get to, so I'll probably play Minerva's Den also, even though I already played that on 360. But I want to try to get to like just finish that collection and get to Infinite, because I never played the DLC for Infinite. I actually own 2 copies of Infinite. One's like the complete edition, and one's just the regular one. And I bought like the complete edition of Infinite on PS3 like months before they announced this collection.
Oh.
I don't think I opened it. But
you can still return it. It's fine.
But yeah, I kind of wish they would patch these things, even though I don't think they will, because they're definitely, well, at least the first one was buggy. I haven't really experienced any bugs yet in Bioshock 2 besides the stupid save thing. When I booted up Bioshock 2, like I had so many saves. I had the max amount of saves in Bioshock 1 that this collection allows. So when I went to try to save in Bioshock 2 for the first time, it told me I couldn't. So I had to shut Bioshock 2 off, go delete some saves, and then start Bioshock 2 over. So,
what about Metro Last Light? Did you have to delete any saves in that?
I did not. Those games are way more polished than the Bioshock collection. Those games actually run really smooth. But I still don't like. So I don't remember anything about Metro Last Light, even though I only played it like, was that like a year or two ago? Maybe it was more than 2 years ago. I think it was more than 2 years ago. All I remember is the strip club thing where I did some drugs and some girl gave me a lap dance, and that part's definitely still as I remembered it. Game. It feels so much like the first one. Like, it basically felt like I was playing an expansion instead of a sequel. And I still I can't get into those games. I don't really like those games. I feel like I would like the novel more than I like those games. So I don't know what the whole underground, being in the subway and being in Russia sounds pretty cool, but it just looks kind of boring and it plays kind of boring. I don't know if I switch it to that survival mode that they have, if it would be more interesting, but I just didn't want to do that because I felt like it was going to make the game take longer. So
yeah.
So my dog is freaking licking my GameCube games. I don't know what the hell she thinks she's doing.
Wants you to give attention to them.
Mario Sunshine.
Yeah, definitely not. I don't have any Nintendo games for my GameCube.
What's wrong with you?
Why would I buy Mario Sunshine?
It's one of the best games of all time.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't actually think it is.
On a list, isn't it? Not yet.
I don't think it's there yet, but
I buy Double Dash, but I don't have Double Dash either.
well, it could be on the list. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I don't know. I'm hoping that whatever that Metro Exodus game is going to be a little bit different and better. But it looks nice from that.
It looks real good. Yeah, it looks real good.
Who develops
those?
those?
It's 4A or something. Some
Oh.
foreign developer. But I mean, these games look good too. It's just they're not that much fun to play.
It's the 4-H club. You know 4-H, don't you? You were in 4-H when you were a kid, weren't you?
Is that me or Ralph?
I was not.
It was just a joke.
I rode some horses though.
You were in the. Did you
Oh,
save some
horses?
It was wild horses keep dragging me away. I don't know if that's how that song goes.
Save a horse, ride a something.
Or is it it's Goodbye Horses, man? That song or whatever.
Yeah,
it's in
Jen Silent Bob. Or Clerks 2, rather.
What? That's not what I know it from.
Oh, well, sorry. It's in Silence of the Lambs.
No, yeah, that's what I know it from.
Well, that brings us to our next segment, which is Surmise the Score. Hello, and welcome to, why can I find the applause, to Surmise the Score, where we surmise the scores for you.
Yes.
Last week,
yes.
we surmised a few games, scores, Metacritic scores, and we even have a game that didn't have a Metacritic score from weeks ago actually has one now.
Yay.
Was that John Wick?
We'll go right into it. That was Cars 3 Driven to Win. Finally has a Metacritic score.
Did you play that?
I have played that.
Yeah.
I played it on Wii U. I mean, it seems fine. They got a 75 Metascore.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good.
They only had 4 reviews, but hey, got a
75 minutes.
I mean, it's kind of like arcadey, like a Mario Kart sort of, but not quite as good.
Can you be Chester Cheetah in the game?
I mean, you could tell me that was one of the cars, and I know that's not, but you could tell me that, and I would think it was. So
is that Chester Cheetah on your freezer? Have Cheetos inside of his pouch or something?
Chester Cheetah in my freezer?
I don't know what that is up there. It looks like Chester Cheetah though.
The dog? That's a flashlight?
Is that your dog flashlight? Okay. It looked just like that Chester Cheetah's face.
It might be behind me.
Did they get the voices? Is Owen Wilson in this?
I don't know.
Don't ask him questions.
He's the guy.
He's just the host. Leave the host alone.
I couldn't think of another
comedian from Nebraska. Luke Wilson. They got Luke Wilson.
Yeah, they got Luke Wilson to try to do Owen's voice.
Do his best Owen.
It's Rebel Wilson doing both of their voices.
Damn it. 75 is what he got on PS4.
That's pretty good.
Do you think it would have got a 76 if it would have had Owen Wilson?
I will say yes.
No, I think it got a higher score because it was a woman voicing both of them.
Okay.
It's probably right.
Women empowerment, you know? Sorry, go ahead. Coming in last.
Place with a guess of 70.
It's not that far off.
Drum roll. Was Ryan.
Oh! Womp womp. Yep, fart noise. That's perfect.
Coming in second place.
Oh, boy.
With a guess of 71.
Good news, everyone.
Was Derek.
Damn it.
This is 72.
Yeah, coming in first with a guess of 72.
And having to already purchase it.
Yep. Yeah, it's a good thing I pre-ordered it. That's not how this works. 72.
You were driven to win.
Was me. I was driven to win this match.
Are you going to put Cars 3 on the list?
I haven't finished it yet. I get to put one of the top games of all time. Nope, wrong list. Totino's Party Pizza.
Nope.
Top games of all time list games of all time. I get to put one on here since I won. And I am going to put Super Mario Land on the Game Boy.
that 6 golden coins?
Just the first one.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they're all good.
Right.
They're all good, baby.
There's one that had a subtitle, 6 golden coins.
The second one called
did.
that.
Yeah, that's the one that I played.
That one's very good also.
It's real good.
I think I only played the first one.
First one's super weird.
First one is a little strange. That's why I don't know. I had the second one on. I think that might have been the first game I had on my giant red old Game Boy. Was that game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
Yeah, it is a classic.
The next game we surmise a score for, a game that is not a classic, that I don't think, Dead by Daylight, which finally has a score of 63 on the PS4.
It's not very good.
So, coming in last place
Oh.
with a guess of 55.
Oh man, that's total.
I almost fucked that up. It's Derek.
Yeah, sure is. Oh man, I shit the bed on that one, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming in
Say that
second. Coming in second place with a guess of 70 was Ryan. I did that out of order. Damn it. I cannot handle these buttons tonight. And I don't know. Well, I just went all of them. Coming in first,
Dead first.
with a guess of 62 was me. So, I have won the right to put another game on this list of the greatest games of all time of lists of all time. I am going to put Super Mario Land 2 6 golden coins.
Great call. Great game we just talked about.
There's still some more I could put on.
That's so good. Okay.
The next game, let's see. The next man, I didn't win this one.
So I like how you don't bury the lead. It's not me this time, folks.
Micro Machines World Series got a 61 on the PS4.
Woo!
So,
What a score.
Surprised you didn't win this one with a score that low.
coming in dead ass last with a guess of 18 was me.
Oh, wah, wah, wah.
Oh man. Coming in second
It's pretty big.
with a guess of 69 was
That's me.
Ryan.
Oh man, yes.
Absolutely nailing it, therefore having to pre-order it with a guess of 61 was Derek.
Oh, Micro Machines is now mine. I'll pre-order that right now.
What does the box art even look like for that? Does it look good at least?
I looked at it at a store today. I mean, it looks fine. I heard they had Overwatch in mind when they made that game, and I am not kidding.
I don't know what that means.
Like it's like online only or something weird. I
Is
don't
it a
know.
racing game?
That's
Yeah, but
How,
I don't
call
know.
it a comeback.
Infamous versus Prototype.
I was
there.
going to say that, but I decided not to. Derek, you've won the right to put a game on the Totino's Party Pizza greatest games
You know,
of all time.
If you
As we were
right to
talking
put
about-
Prototype on the list.
As we were talking about the PlayStation 2, aka the greatest console of all time. Not really, but a pretty good console. I was looking at this
Have the
list.
most sales.
I was looking at this list here, and I realized that there are a couple games on here that are not on this list. One of which Ryan mentioned earlier. So I'll be placing God of War 2 on this list.
That was on my list, but I figured you put it on there, so that's why I didn't say it.
Good
God of
job.
War
Thanks for letting
2.
me have one. I appreciate that. God of War 2. Fucking great game. Controller breaking good.
I don't remember it being that difficult. I
No.
remember the first one being more.
Just the ending of that game. I was just pissed because I wanted so much more, and it didn't give it to me, so I twisted my controller in half.
What?
Well, yeah, I remember that story.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've told that story like 4 times. So
The last, no,
the bad and the ugly.
the next game we surmised, it's not the last one,
I was,
was a game that none of us knew anything about called Tokyo Xanadu.
Oh,
It is on the Vita, and it has a 75 Metacritic score. So, Coming in dead ass last with a guess of 68 was Derek.
Yep, sure was.
Why did I just circle your score?
That means I got to put another game somewhere else.
You've won the right. Coming in a hotly contested second place with a guess of 74 was Ryan.
Amiibo.
Somehow nailing it, therefore having to pre-order it with a guess of 75 was me.
What is this game?
I just don't know what this game is. Tokyo Xanadu. Apparently it's 75. I know what game I should put on this list, but I've never played it before. So I'm not putting Super Mario Land 3 Wario Land on this list because I've never played that.
I've played that before. The intro anyway. Or the beginning of it anyway.
I will put Super Metroid on here, though. For the Super Nintendo. Super Metroid. A game I have finished.
Super awesome.
That was a tagline.
Yep.
Oh, man. The next game, Kirby's Blowout Blast. The aforementioned Blowout Blast. Comparable to a blowout with a Metascore of 65. So, let me do some math here. Coming in last place with a guess of 78 was Ryan. Man,
Ryan's
you're
stinking it up this time.
You're on a downhill.
I think we both got
Right here.
two. I think we both get to add a game to a list.
What?
There's three of us.
Oh, damn it.
What? Coming in second place with a guess of 77 was me.
Oh, what? Shut up.
Not nailing it, but winning anyway with a guess of 74 was Derek.
Oh, wow.
What was the actual score?
65.
Damn.
We were
I made a
not
Kirby
close.
game that was that bad.
It's downloadable only, though, so I guess they don't give a shit about them as much. I don't even know who developed this.
It wasn't how.
It must not have been. Derek, you have won the right.
Yeah.
To put
I
a
got
game
another-
on the
well,
Totino's
yeah.
Party Pizza. Greatest games of all time list presented by N4G.com.
N4G.com, one of the oldest and best gaming websites I've ever been to. I'm going to put The Last of Us on here.
Surprised it's not on here yet.
I am surprised it's not on there either. I was just thinking about that also, and I was like, holy shit, that game's not on here either. Do you guys remember we all played, well, we didn't all play, we all watched me play the intro to that game at my house when I started crying because children.
I
You
remember.
guys remember that?
I don't know if I remember the crying.
Well, that's fine if you don't remember the
Uh,
tears. But yeah, that was right before we recorded in the old podcast studio, aka my dining room.
Yep. I remember.
But yeah, The Last of Us, man, great fucking game. I will put that on the Totino's Party Pizza list. Greatest games of all time.
Powered by Subway.
Powered by
nope.
powered by the $5 footlong.
The last game we surmise, and the highest profile game, I guess, since Final Fantasy 12, Zodiac Age did not have enough reviews.
Yeah.
I think it has one, but I didn't actually look and see what the score was. Crash Bandicoot, Insane Trilogy. This game, it ended with an 81, but it went through all of our score choices at some
I didn't
point.
watch it that closely. I've only seen 81 on there. What was it going up and down, or
It went up and down.
is this one of the ones where we picked like all right next to each other?
Yep.
I'm guessing I didn't pick 81.
We all could have won. Coming in last place, I guess, even though it's a tie, with a guess of 80 was me.
Oh.
Coming in second place / third place with a guess of 82 was Derek.
But I am gonna buy this game at some point. So
Nailing it with an 81
Fuck.
was Ryan.
we get no shitty games this time around.
We should probably add one to that list because it's real light right now.
I don't know if I have anything off the top of my head that I could add.
Aliens, Colonial Marines.
I have not finished that game yet.
Just finish it.
I have a game for it, so don't worry.
You can put one on. That's fine.
I had one ready just in case.
Did you guys already put Red Dead Redemption on the list?
I just looked and it's not on there. No.
Oh, well, I'm not adding it. I'm just wondering.
Yeah,
I'm putting Heavenly Sword on the list.
Okay, good. At least I can use that later. I don't know
Heavenly
Sword though.
Heavenly Sword. I'm gonna pronounce it like Ghostface Killer would.
All right.
Sword.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. Well, Derek, you want to put a bad game of all time bad games on this list?
If you will let me put this game on here, as we talked about this earlier. You know, I forgot to talk about this too, but I'm going to tell this and then I'll talk about that. I didn't finish this game, but it's been talked about highly on this show before because the game glitched out on me and I was not going to go back through and fucking finish it.
You're not putting Lords of Shadow 2 on
God
there.
damn it!
You're not putting
Come
Lords of
on!
Shadow 2.
Come on! Why?
Because that is not a bad game.
It is a bad game. It's a bad game.
It's like
It is a bad game.
No, it's not.
It's slightly
a
above
bad game.
average. It's not a good game.
It's not a bad game.
This is the Roman Reigns of video games. It's not a good game. It's not a bad game. It's the game.
I would say it is a good game.
I mean, I feel bad I let you put TMNT on the NES on here, so
Oh, come on, man.
Sonic Spinball.
Oh, Sonic Spinball is not a good game. And I love that. And I love that game. I really do because I played the shit out of it as a kid, but it's not a good game. Oh, man.
So you don't have a game
for a 70 on Metacritic. It's not a bad game.
That was the game I was going to put on here. But if I can't put it on there, then I guess
nothing.
I won't. I mean, I don't know. I didn't play.
There's so many like dumpster fire garbage games out there. And
I don't want to put Ride to Hell on here, but I didn't play it, so I can't put it on here.
You can't do that yet.
I'm not going to do it. I mean,
it's
let's
going to
be
be
honest.
on both lists at some point, right?
Yeah.
The top 100 worst games of all time. Number 1 is absolutely Ride to Hell. Like we already know that's the winner.
There's way worse games than Ride to Hell.
E.T. is a worse game.
Like they are. So like Ride to Hell at least has some like. It's at least funny and fun to watch. But there are some games that are horrible and not fun to watch.
And like you can actually play Ride to Hell. Like there's some games like that Big Rigs game. Like I guess you could play it, but you're just driving through the environment. And like like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I don't know. There's shit that's. I guess you didn't play all that, but whatever.
I can put another. I put one Leisure Suit Larry game on here. I played a couple of them. I can put another one on there. So they're both pretty bad.
We don't have to add to that list.
I know, but it's at 19 or we're at 70, whatever, almost 80 games. The other list. We're not close on this one.
We'll once we get to 100 on the other one, we'll
just all start putting bad games on here.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I feel like it makes sense that the worst games list is smaller.
Shorter, sure.
Because generally we're not going out there trying to buy bad games.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
what about
except for Ralph? With,
what about Survival Instinct, Ralph? Put that game on there.
Did you play it?
Instinct.
No, I didn't play it. I'm telling you to put it on there when you get to that point. I don't have anything. Lord of Shadow 2 is my game. That's what I was going to put on there.
I mean, Survival Instinct is definitely a bad game, but I've played a lot worse, so I don't know.
Survival Instinct. What is that?
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead game.
Oh,
the Metacritic score on that game is pretty rough though. 33.
Yeah.
It's more. I mean, because let me just pull up.
We need to start playing some of these games that we're surmising that are getting like 50s and stuff.
Let's see. Lord of the Shadow 2 Metacritic. The lowest score is a 58. So.
Somebody play that John Wick game.
It was on the PSV or maybe. Well, I guess I'll just have your name here ready to go next time, Derek.
That's perfectly fine. I'm just going to keep saying Lord of the Shadow 2 until you let me on there. Oh, it's fine. In the meantime, now that I talked about Castlevania, I also watched that Castlevania show on Netflix. And it's 4 episodes, like 25 minutes an episode, so it's pretty short. Let's see. It's the animation is like an old school 80s animation, I feel, and it fucking rocks. And there's a ton of blood, which is awesome. Like it's just murdering motherfuckers left and right, which is I enjoy that quite a bit. It is a Belmont person in the show.
Is it Trevor?
It is Trevor Belmont. Yes.
Okay, he was in the third game.
Yeah,
so.
it's Trevor Belmont taking on Dracula, but not really taking on Dracula so much as he's taking on the church. It's kind of weird. Like the show starts like by making you feel sad for Vlad Dracula, very much making you empathy. You give a little empathy to him because of what's going on, and then shit goes down. They show another character from Castlevania games, which is kind of cool, and then it's a Trevor story from there where Trevor is going around and fighting for the greater good through the city and all that shit.
Does he find Sypha?
Yes, there's a blonde lady named Sypha.
Or Grant Nasty?
I don't think a Grant
Alucard?
Do you want me to tell you yes? Because yes, Alucard is in this is in the show.
I mean, all these people are in the third game, so
okay. So yes, Alucard and Sypha. Is she a magician?
Yeah, she
performs
some kind of spells. Yeah.
Yes, she is in it, and Alucard is in it a couple different times, and then of course, it's that's all three. Then yes, it's basically that because it's Trevor taking on the church who's trying to blame this group of, I don't know, healers, basically saying that it's their fault that Dracula's going to fuck everything up and kill everybody, even though it's this one dude's fault because he did some bad shit. And then Trevor's like, oh, I'll fucking save you because I'm a Belmont. I can do everything. And then,
Zobek.
No Zobek. No Zobek. No, thank God. No Zobek. But I mean, it's a very early, it feels like a tease. It would be fine if it was just 1 2-hour movie. It's fine that it's broken up into 4 parts. It doesn't change anything, but it feels very much like a tease because as everything's starting to build towards what you would think would be like the big battle, done. It's over. It's 4 episodes and it's over. So it's a good little hey, if you like this, we're probably going to do more of this. But there's not a giant payoff. But I enjoyed that part. It was very much the first piece in a puzzle. 4 episodes, really easily digestible. I blew through it all this morning as I woke up literally and turned on Castlevania after I was talking to you guys and watched all 4 episodes as I cleaned my house with the coconut wipe today on my phone. It's really easy to watch. So
I heard a second season or whatever has already been greenlit.
Yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't be. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's expensive to make. The animation is pretty fucking cool. I mean, dude gets his eye ripped out, guts and blood spill everywhere. It's pretty gnarly, man. It's cool. But yeah, there is a lot to like about it. But I'm also not a Castlevania guy. I've played 2 3 games, so it'll take somebody else that's a little bit more knowledgeable on the game's history themselves to tell me whether it's factual or close to what other things are. But I did enjoy what I watched. I thought it was good. I thought it was well voiced. I didn't necessarily care for the dialogue. I thought the dialogue was a little hammy, but it's fine. I enjoyed what I watched. Again, 4 episodes, 25 minutes an episode. Check it out. It'll take you no time at all. And then, I really love the animation. I just wish I wish the music was a little bit more hard rock driven. That's what I expected when I saw the animation style, but it doesn't really get too heavy. So
okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's good. I think it's worth your time. It's worth less than 2 hours. I mean, worst things to watch. You watch Fate of the Furious. I mean, you can watch Castlevania instead.
Maybe
in less time you can watch Castlevania.
That's very true. We've moved on to games we're going to surmise scores for that aren't out yet. And since we're not going to be here for a while, probably, I have quite a few games.
We're not going to be here for a while as Ryan gears up to take his vacation to Evo, as we talked about. And then I'm going to Alabama to see my mom for 10 days.
See Nick Saban.
Ralph is going where?
I'm going up to my mom's for a few days, and then
Ralph's coming up here when when we're all going to be gone. I like how we're all going different places the week that we could all be together again. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Just the way it works out. But yeah, we'll be back at like the end of July after this.
Okay, well, we'll be back in time for the
Always
launch.
back in time. Yep.
The launch of Miitopia. Ryan, since you lost the most this time, Miitopia, what is your guess for the Metacritic score?
I feel like that's going to do pretty well. I'll say 84.
84. Derek.
81 for Miitopia. I think Miitopia is going to get pretty well received. I think it's going to be a little repetitive based on the demo that I played, so I could see people getting a little upset about that. But I think it seems to be a well-structured game. Like, I am intrigued in buying it, but I'm probably not going to jump on it right away. So I will go with an 81.
81. I will go with a 76.
Oh, I thought you were going 77.
Nope, 76.
So close.
76. Hey Pikmin will be out at the end of the month, as we've discussed.
Hello, Pikmin.
Hello, Pikmin.
Hello, Pikmin.
Derek, for that, you get to go first.
I'm gonna. Oh boy. 72.
Not feeling Pikmin.
Not feeling. I don't like Pikmin, so no.
0.
Well, I'm not gonna go with a 12 or an 18.
I'm gonna go with, I don't know, 85. Like, I could see it not being too hot with the people developing it, but whatever, we'll see. Ryan.
I'm doing 83 for Pikmin.
83 for Hey Pikmin. Pyre.
I think that's you first, Ralph.
It is. Pyre.
Like, you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your men, or is that their tagline, or how does that go?
You can't Ho Chi Minh. That doesn't make any sense. Pyre. I'm gonna go with an 88. 88 on Pyre. Ryan.
I'm gonna say 87.
87.
No idea. I don't know what the hell this game is.
87. Derek.
91.
Man. Okay, you almost did the sandwich, but
I think people like those super giant games. I don't know. I haven't looked at like what the Metacritic score for Transistor or whatever is, but I think people like those games. So I bet you this one's going to review pretty well.
He's giving you some wiggle room, so if there's like an 89, you're going to win it, Ralph.
yeah, that's nice of him. He's always giving me that wiggle room.
Yep, absolutely. No, if I have no hands, what else can I do?
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Right.
Fable Fortune, which I guess does have any. No, it didn't have any reviews. I looked earlier. Let's see. Ryan, Fable Fortune.
78.
78 for Fable Fortune. Derek.
Ooh.
What do card games usually get rated?
0.
What'd you go with, Ryan? I'm sorry. One more time.
78.
68.
Oh,
68. I'm gonna go with an 88.
Perfect.
Yep.
We're really going to town on this one.
It's a big fat sandwich.
Yeah, there's going to be no confusion between Ralph and Derek's score.
No, not at all.
And then the final game I have is the highest profile release of the month besides Final Fantasy 12, I would think. Splatoon 2. Derek.
I'm going to go with an I want to know what the first one got, but I don't want to cheat.
I feel like it got in the low 80s, but
that's what I was thinking.
I mean, I can tell you guys right now.
Okay, fine.
It got 81.
All right. I'm going to go with an 85.
85.
Yep. I think with better controls with the Switch, I think with a better single-player mode, if that's what they're talking about, just cleaned up everything, I think an 85 is what I'm feeling.
Shouldn't the controls be pretty similar?
I just think with the Switch, just using the Switch is what I mean. How it feels. That's what I mean.
Does it have any type of motion stuff at all?
Yeah, I had motion on the last one.
I think it's optional. Yeah.
It's how the wife played it, I think.
I'm gonna go with a 78. I don't know. 78. Ryan.
No, I'm gonna say 81 because I have no idea. I feel like it could. I don't know. I'll say 81, but I feel like there could be some like surprise. People really like Splatoon more than they did the last time.
Yeah.
And it gets a higher score.
We'll probably find out soon because it's out in 2 weeks, and Nintendo.
And people are desperate for Switch games.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Ralph has so many. Like I don't know how you've got so many already.
I don't know. I think my buddy MC Sarsaparilla may have more than me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I still just have the one.
Well, I wouldn't expect you to buy like more than like 2 a year, probably anyway.
Yeah. Well, I might only buy one this year if Xenoblade doesn't make it.
That's true. What about Mario?
Well, no, 2, yeah. So yeah, I will definitely. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get Mario as soon as it comes out.
Okay. That's all I got for Horizons.
All right. I don't think I've got much else. Talk about Castlevania. That's the only thing I forgot to talk about during the show.
What's re-releasing those Bayonetta games on Switch?
And Wonderful 101.
Ugh.
Apparently. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. Keep putting them out.
Yeah. Do you think they'll do the original Bayonetta or just Bayonetta 2?
I would guess they'd do both of them together. But I guess I don't know. It seems like the smartest thing to do since they already like did some of that work for the Wii U version on the first one.
Yeah, I'd probably buy those games again, even though I didn't really like Bayonetta 2 as much as I like that first one. But
what are you looking forward to the most going to Evo?
I don't know. I have no idea what to expect. I'm terrified of having to fly, so I'm looking forward for that to being over.
It's the hardest part about flying is the takeoff because it's real shaky. So like that was the scariest part when I flew was like taking off because it's real fucking shaky.
Yeah.
But once you're up in the air, it's just you're just cruising, man.
And I don't want to go through airport security because that sounds like a stressful nightmare.
No, it's also not as bad as everyone makes it out to be unless you're, I guess, depending on the time of your flight. I can't say that for sure.
I want to try to make sure I put stuff in my bag that's not going to cause any types of concern. So I need to look to see what all I can take.
Don't put any shirts that say giant or bomb on there. I'm sure that'll make an issue.
No, I am going to bring my Alone in the Dark shirt, though. I don't know if that's going to
Yeah, that's
gotta have that.
That doesn't bode well for you or anyone in Las Vegas.
And I have no idea what to expect. I'm going to go check out, see what that Trump hotel looks like. Apparently, it's not too far away from the hotel I'm staying at.
Man, I heard this good voicemail earlier that Donald Trump left for Method Man.
Is that actually Donald Trump?
Yeah, it's on one of the Method Man's albums. It's like, hey, Method Man, we're really looking forward to you releasing your new album. It's really weird.
That's real strange.
It would have been like from 2000. Well, maybe right around 2000, somewhere like that.
Does he have anything to do with like
Wu-Tang
records?
Probably not. I don't know. It made no sense, and that would have never happened now. So,
probably. But yeah, I have no idea what to expect. Like, I've never been to a place like Vegas before, so I'll try not to get murdered on a strip.
We will look forward to your live solo podcast.
Yes,
I could. If I had a better data plan, I could live stream my journey, but I don't have a better data plan.
Just video it and put it all up on YouTube.
My phone also only has like 16 gigs of storage, so
I've got like
type it.
Yeah, just
type it and then read it.
Give me a live blog of your journey.
Yeah. Put it on Snapchat Premium, the Premium Level Up Show podcast Snapchat.
Yeah,
I'll just take pictures of the airplane bathroom and post that.
I got 197 gigs on my phone. If you want to borrow some,
I don't know.
I don't think that's how it works.
Try. Well, we wish you safe travels and good times on your Evo trip. And We want the hottest scoops when you're back.
I don't know if there's going to be any.
I don't care. I want them.
Yeah, I have no idea what this trip would be like. It's weird. The furthest west I've ever been is Nebraska. So.
Oh man.
Yeah. So. Don't know.
You bringing your Switch or just
no? Because I don't know if I want to even bring my PS4 because I don't know how that's going to work. I think I might just bring my 3DS and that's it. But,
okay. Okay. Well, I guess that's all for this episode.
All right. We'll see you everybody in 3 weeks. Be back like the 27th ish with another episode. We'll be able to look ahead to August and talk
Can we
about
have
vacations.
Have our half mid-year top?
Yeah, we could probably do that.
Top whatever.
Have your games of the year list, even though I won't have played much else, but I'll
just
try.
do like 5 or whatever.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's okay. But
I have 9 right now. But
I don't even know what I have. I tried to do what Ryan does and keep a track of all the games that I've played and or beaten this year, and I think I put one game on the list and stopped doing it. I'm bad at that stuff.
The Pocket Card Jockey game.
It's the sequel. It's just Pocket Jockey.
Okay.
That's all it is.
It's not.
It's actually Pocket Jackie, but people don't call it that. It's fine.
Oh.
And it's even harder to do when you have no hands.
Just depends on what part of the country you're in, if you pronounce it that way.
Yeah, down south they call it the Pocket Jackie.
You're gonna find that out soon, yeah.
Northern accent. Yeah, it's fucking weird. I am gonna have some fucking Whataburger soon. Fuck yeah, I'm real excited about that.
Let's stay away from Crystal Burger, apparently, because
no crystal meth burger for me. Unless I want some of that chicken. That chicken is pretty good. But yeah, Whataburger, Lambert's Cafe down there. Probably hit up some Zaxby's because Zaxby's is pretty tasty, which I know is weird for someone who has Zaxby's all the time or it's around, but I really like Zaxby's.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. It is pretty good. So we'll probably be hitting a lot of that up. And yeah, I'll give you a rundown of all the delicious food that I have.
Just hit up McDonald's every day.
Yep, it's probably what I should do. It's the
Or
cheapest
Taco
way to
Bell.
live. Well, I had Taco Bell yesterday. I had one of those double chalupas yesterday, and it was pretty good. I was surprised at how full it was.
Okay, I tried something new today.
Yeah, what'd you have?
Jersey Mike's.
Oh, the sub place. Yeah, I haven't had it, but is it good?
It's like Jimmy John's, except somehow more expensive.
People, they fuck you even harder for $3 worth of food.
Like you get they call it a 14-inch, but it looks like a foot long, and it would be like the cheapest one was $12, I think.
Jesus,
I'm like, what on earth?
People made a big deal about that. Those guys when they showed up here in Iowa, and then now we have Firehouse subs up here. Do you guys have Firehouse subs down there?
Yeah, I haven't tried that yet.
I haven't had that either, but people make a big deal about that shit too. But yeah, I had Taco Bell yesterday, and that was did not result in the blowout I thought it might.
Not yet.
After the $5 box I had,
still happen.
I'm always prepped and ready for a blowout. Let me tell you,
it was a dud. That box was a dud.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's no explosives going on quite yet, but I'll let you know how that turns out. All right, well, I'll see you guys. We'll see everybody in a couple weeks.
All right. Well, everyone make sure and level the night away.
With no hands, I will.
And level your weekend away.
Level your month away, basically. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Leave your system on and have auto battle on. Take down the button.
Yep, absolutely. I put my Wii downstairs. By the way, I don't know if that one last thing. I put my Wii downstairs like I said it was going to.
Heyo. Oh no, that's not what you meant.
Not that Wii. That's my wiener. Okay, bye.
Level it up.